Good afternoon, students. Welcome to English tutorials. Once again, class 8. We were with chapter 1, An Eventful Summer. In previous video, Dil introduced himself to Jim. He told him that he was from Meridian, Mississippi. Mississippi is a state in US. And as I told you earlier, that he had come to spend a few days in summers with his aunt, Miss Rackle, and would be spending every summer in Maycomb from now on. He had set himself, he had made up his mind that from now he was going to spend his whole summers with Miss Rackle in Maycomb only. His family was from Maycomb country originally. His mother worked for a photographer in Meridian, had entered his picture in a beautiful child contest and won $5. His picture, Dill's picture, was given to a photographer and he displayed his picture in a contest and won $5. She gave the money to Dill, who went to the picture show 20 times on it, as Dill also liked his picture and through which he earned money as well. So he used to like it all the times and used to see it again and again. Don't have any picture shows here except Jesus, one in the courthouse sometimes, said Jem. Ever see anything good? As I already told you that Maycomb is a tired country and not much pictures were there which could be pleasant there, and Jem remarked, here haven't you brought anything to show us so that we could also be happy, because nothing was there in Maycomb country that was a boring country or a tired one. Dill had seen Dracula, a revelation that moved Jem to eye him with the beginning of respect. Tell it to us, he said. When Dill disclosed that he has watched Dracula movie, then Jem turned his head towards him and with a respect he asked him, can you please tell us the story? Can you please tell more about Dracula? Dill was a curiosity. He wore blue linen shorts that buttoned to his shirt. His hair was snow white and stuck to his head like duck fluff. He was a year my senior, but I towered over him. As he told us the old tale, his blue eyes would lighten and darken. When Jem took a close look towards Dill, then he saw that Dill was a pleasant looking chap. He was a pleasant looking guy wearing blue linen shirt. His hair were also like duck feathers, and when he started telling the story of Dracula, his blue eyes would lighten and darken. His laugh was sudden and happy. He was a pleasant chap. He was a pleasant guy. He habitually pulled at a cowlick in the center of his head. In the center of his forehead, cowlick are the hair, except a hair which are in the different direction from others. He used to pull it up to set them. When Dill reduced Dracula to dust and Jem said the show sounded better than the book. When Dill was about to complete his story, he reduced Dracula to dust. Then Jem remarked that it sounded good, better than reading a story from book. Dill was able to present the story in a better way. I asked Dill where his father was. After the completion of story, Jem asked Dill that where is his father? You ain't said anything about him. You have told about yourself that you have come from Meridian and all that. You have come here to spend summer vacation with Miss Rackle, who is your aunt. But you have not even discussed that who is your father, where does he live? I haven't got one. What Dill replies that he has no father. Is he dead? Of course, the next question which Jem asked, whether the father is dead. If he is not with Dill, might be he is dead, he anticipated. No. Then if he is not dead, you have got one, haven't you? He is not with you. He is not even dead. Then where is he? You must have got one. You must have a father. Dill blushed and Jem told me to hush. Dill blushed and Jem told me. Who is me here? Obviously, the narrator of the story, that is Scoot. Dill blushed and Jem asked Scoot to be quiet. A sure sign that Dill had been studied and found acceptable. Thereafter, the summer passed in routine contentment. Later on, after listening to the story, after talking to Dill, they started spending time together of their summer vacation, and that was full of contentment. They were fully satisfied. Routine contentment was how they used to spend their time. Improving our treehouse that rested between giant twin china berry trees in the backyard, fussing, running through our list of dramas based on the works of Oliver Optics. They used to read books about Oliver Optics. They used to take care of trees. They used to take care of they used to spend their time in running, fussing about what? The dramas which they used to read of Oliver Optic, Victor Actalon, Edgar Rice Burroughs. In this matter, we were lucky to have Dill. Dill was willing, Dill was capable to explain all the things about dramas, and they felt lucky to have Dill with them. He played the character parts formally thrust upon me. Not only the explanatory part, even the play of character Dill took on his shoulders, and the part of the ape of Tarzan, the copy of Tarzan, how Tarzan used to behave. Mr. Crabtree in the Rover, the Boys, Mr. Damon in Tom Swift, not only of Tarzan but of Mr. Crabtree in the Rover Boys, Mr. Damon in Tom Swift. Thus we came to know Dill as a pocket Merlin whose head teemed with eccentric plans, strange longings and quaint fancies. When we saw him playing such roles in a beautiful way, then we came to know that he was a wizard with a head which was filled with unusual, strange, old-fashioned ideas, and we used to spend time together till the time he was in Miss Rackle's house. We had a lot of fun, and that's why the chapter An Eventful Summer dignifies the title, because that boring area, how it converted into an eventful summer, that's all we have read in this chapter. Thank you, students.